Robbo, you played in the very first Magic Weekend for Salford in 2007.
Was that at Cardiff?
It was at Cardiff. Do you remember it?
I can remember it, just about remember it. Do you know, I love the concept. I love the concept. I love the fact that we're taking the game to different venues, and these 12 different sets of fans all mingling, all mixing, having a good time. Obviously there's always a little bit of something going on, but very rarely is in rugby league. So I think the concept's great. I love it.
So when you played in the first one in 2007, could you ever imagine that in 2024 we'd still have a Magic Weekend?
Yeah, maybe not, because what normally happens in rugby league is we have a little bit of an idea, like Yorkshire, Lancashire, and then we bin it after a couple of years. We have the Exiles versus England, and we bin it after a couple of years. So actually it's a concept that sort of lasted quite a while, and I'm all for it. I think it gives players an opportunity, ones that are not playing in finals, to play at a neutral venue. It feels like a final, so it's a really good experience for them, and I think it's great for the fans.
It was only a couple of years ago people were talking about it not going on for any longer. Would it be a shame if it went, do you think?
I think the fans enjoy it. I think the fans like it. There's always that sort of same questions being asked: do we play too many games? You know, within a season, we're putting too much stress on the players we've got. But I think whether you reduce the games or not, I think you should definitely keep Magic. So I love the concept, love it.
New city, new venue. What do you make of it?
Oh look, I'm one for. I love expansion in rugby league. I'd love to take it to new places and different towns that have not experienced it before. But at the same time, you know, with the sort of living crisis that we're under at the moment, I kind of understand that being in Leeds probably is a little bit easier on the pocket for a lot of the fans. Just, you know, making a shorter journey, maybe not having to, you know, to buy a hotel to stay in or expensive train rides. So I'm all for taking out, expanding the game, but you know, I still think Leeds and Elland Road, if it's still called that, is a great venue.
It is very much still called Elland Road. Of all the Magic Weekends you've been involved with as a player and on the coaching staff, is there any that stand out?
Probably the early days. I used to get a lot of grief off my teammates because my missus and her mates used to dress up.
Oh,
you remember now, yeah. They used to treat it like a bit of a
yellow t-shirts.
Yeah, like a hen do for them really. So I used to get a lot of grief about that. Probably the other one as well. Probably when we played against Wigan a couple of times, we had some really good games against them, and one of my really good friends in rugby, Sean O'Loughlin, he elbowed me and pretty much nearly knocked me out in one game. So I think we had fisticuffs in the next game we played him. So that's probably one that sticks in my memory.
Do you know who the most successful Super League Magic Weekend team is?
No, but am I going to like this? Am I going to like the answer?
It's Huddersfield.
Oh, nice. Yeah, right. Hopefully that can continue this weekend then.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Hopefully that continues this weekend.
And you said that, you know, these fixtures can feel bigger than they are. Is that something you've felt, that they can feel a bit like a playoff, even like a final?
Yeah, I think so. Look, I think for players in particular that are not used to finals, the ones that are probably used to finals and playing in big stadiums, maybe it has a different feel for them. But I know that from a playing perspective, the ones that are not in their regular playing, when you go to a neutral venue, you get the coach, you see all the different sets of fans all at all at the game. It definitely has a finals type of feel to it.
You don't have any Leeds United fans, do you, in your team?
I think we do actually. Yeah, I think there's a fair few of them I think we do have a few. I know obviously Ash Golden's a Leeds lad, so I'm assuming he is. You know, Matt English and a few others. Sam Hewitt I think might be as well. He's not far from here. So I think we've got a few in the ranks.
It's going to be. I mean, that's going to be an experience in itself for those guys, isn't it?
Oh yeah, of course. You know, like I say, you want to play at the big venues, you want to play in front of big crowds, and hopefully, as I said previously, with it not being too far away from the M62 corridor, fingers crossed, you know, there's going to be a decent crowd here.
Take the Magic Weekend out of it. How big a fixture is this?
Oh, it's a big game for us and for Cass. We're obviously very close in proximity in the league table, so we'd like to get one over them and put a little bit of distance between us and them, you know, them conversely. So yeah, it's a big game. It's a big game for both sides, and whether you can make the playoffs or not, you want to finish the game, the season strong with a few wins, and a few team songs at the end of the game.
Selection-wise, have you got any decisions to make this week?
I think I might have a few coming back, but then I've just been told about having a few going out, so it's a bit of a revolving door at the moment. When one comes in, one goes out. So yeah, there's potentially Isan is going to train with us this week, and Isan's got potential to play. Matty English hasn't trained with us yet, but he potentially could, and Joe Greenwood trained for the first time today, so potentially Joe could be back as well. Elliot Wallace looks like he might potentially be out for a little bit longer, and we picked him a couple of niggles and knocks, which we're going to have a look at tomorrow.
I thought Isan and Joe were done for the season.
We did. Yeah, we did.
What's
really
happened?
Yeah, we did. I think they both worked extremely hard in the rehabilitation. We thought we were going to be a little bit further down the line, probably the last couple of games, last 2 or 3 games potentially they were back for, but they've worked really hard in the rehab programs. They just seem, they've accelerated on. The medical staff have done a good job with them, so it's not set in stone yet, but they're looking like there might be a possibility for them.
Good luck to them. Just finally, what would a victory mean for Huddersfield in the context of the season?
Oh, it can be great for morale. I think, with the last sort of 5 games, you can see there's been a remarkable sort of effort and will, and they're really playing for each other. But unfortunately for us, there's been a fair few narrow losses, and unfortunately for us, it's habitual. Losing's habitual and winning's habitual, and we just seem to be on the end of losses at the moment. They're really close losses, so it'd be just nice if we could turn one of those, because I think if we just turn one of those results, I think there'll be a bit of a snowball effect.
Just lastly, I'm sure you'll have looked forensically at the Jake Connor incident at the end of the game. Was it a knock-on?
We as staff we are 50-50 yourself. Some are saying pretty much you're never going to get them, but then some of them are saying, but it's on his foot, so whether you get them or not, I just think, why wouldn't you go to video ref? Why wouldn't you go to video ref? Let the video ref decide. But yeah, when the look's not with you, it's not with you.
So the jury's still out.
He's adamant that you're on his foot. He's adamant. He's got a photo. He's got a still photo of it on his foot as well, showing everybody. Oh yeah, it is what it is.